Well, it's a beautiful Thursday morning, and so thankful and glad that you are there watching us, and we're coming to you live right now.
That's right, and it promises to be a day filled with excellence and fulfillment and so much more.
Yeah, you can be 100% certain that we have made the right choice, so that you have made the right choice by joining us for the next few hours, 3 hours at least. That you're going to be with us on this show.
Of course, you know why? Because it can only get better and better moving forward on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mary Bashwa Alimi.
And I'm Yomi Okwe. We're streaming live right now at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook. And of course, you can check us out using the tag at TVC Connect.
Yes, that's right.
Of course, if you want to participate in the show, you can use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
Besides that, you can also download our mobile app from any Android or iOS store to watch us on your mobile devices from anywhere in the world. So no excuses, no missing the show. And of course, you can always catch up later on YouTube.
All right, check it out. So the next 3 hours are going to be special. First, we're going to be starting with birthdays.
Yes,
which usually come with lots of goodies, prayers, and people sending you shout-outs from here and there. And today, we're going to be celebrating our viewers, their loved ones, family, friends, right here on the show.
Yes, that's true. And moving on from there, we're talking about the highlights now.
And on art display, joining us to showcase some of his masterpieces is Modashiru Ayola. Looks quite a talented dude.
Yeah,
We'll be asking him a few questions today.
I'd like to know the story behind these paintings. Loads of color. And then, of course, I wonder, do you think it's possible to run a generator on fuel or maybe water?
Probably on water.
Yeah, probably on water. Then you want to stay tuned for this.
And joining us for a live performance with his music band is Akande Samuel, also known as Sammy SoundCloud. He's versatile in Fuji, Akpala, Afro, pop, and classical music.
And then, of course, Ogombe Tony Osage is a hyphenated novelist that uses romance as a lifeline for her books. And she'll be joining us to talk about her book, Ibukun Donald, Story of a Lagos Socialite. So I was half expecting to run in, but she had to quickly sort something out. So I'm sure she'll be here in a bit.
Yeah, she'll be back.
Yes. So what's up?
Mike, Mr.
Some people went on leave as if they will not come back. They even took the public holiday.
They were begging Mike.
We're begging Mike to even resume. Oh gosh.
You guys did not beg well. We
did not beg well.
You dropped this up to.
So Mike, you can be this fresh in this life.
All these wine people, wine people. That's all good. Oh, you are looking fresh. You whining. All these wine people.
You see now, even his eyes are open. Mike's eyes open at this time of the day.
Whining.
Miracles do happen.
Whining.
See, the camera is refusing to leave you because they know, Mike, the swag is too much.
So a bunch of things have been trending. Yeah. Specifically, I don't know why, for the past 3 days, Jidenna.
Okay.
Oh. The trend goes up and then it comes down.
Yeah, there's a reason. His album is going to be released tomorrow, August 23rd.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he has a new album, and that was yesterday, the day before. He mentioned the fact that he's looking for a wife.
The guys doing some crazy stuff, dancing with babes in club, grinding babes and all that. So he has been working on himself. So he put up this. Okay, do we call it nude shoots? If the guy is without a shirt, without a shirt,
it's not really nude.
It's not nude, right?
Maybe semi-nude at least.
Semi-nude, right? Okay, but it doesn't seem to affect the guys. But when it comes to ladies, it's a problem. But yeah, we understand that. So he had these shoots and all of that, and Baba was doing some serious things in the club and all of that. So he's trying to ramp up.
Okay, the album launch.
Make it to the Lion King album, because there were so many songs on that album that I could have sworn were stolen from his sound. They are so like Jidenna's sound. Look at Brown Skin Girl. It's something is capable of. There's this other song that she did with Jay-Z and Childish Gambino. I don't know why. It's Mood Forever. That song is so Jidenna. And I was like, why wasn't Jidenna on this?
Everybody couldn't have been now.
Well, true.
There were
Everybody
plenty, man.
couldn't
Like, you know, so even me, I feel bad for the rest of Africa. I belong to you too. How can I just take 6 for one? You have 53 countries.
53 countries, and you took most of them.
That took most. That took 6.
6 for one country.
It's not. Me, I was even saying, it's too much.
But sure, you know that Tiwa Savage once worked with her. So there's always the possibility that Tiwa was our contact person. Okay, who can you suggest for me and stuff? And then they came together. With
I don't know how
stuff.
Shatta Wale appeared on that album.
Shatta Wale called himself Celine Dion. Did you miss that? We'll talk about it later.
Anyway, I thought it was funny. But it's time for us to take the news down.
Ibrahim is on standby.
Right, welcome to the news. Good morning, everyone. President Muhammad Buhari has sworn in his new cabinet, charging them not to allow political affiliation, sectional interest and primordial loyalties deter them from performing their patriotic obligation of driving the nation's growth and development. The new minister has pledged to quickly settle to work, especially with the immediate task of preparing the budget of the ministries for the year 2020. President Buhari believes the kitchen cabinet that he has chosen can achieve these goals if they work closely with the permanent secretaries and chief executive officers of agencies under the purview and with each other. Leaders of the party are also confident that the president has got off to a good start and things can only get better. Meanwhile, the zeal to deliver on the next level agenda of government was obvious as the new ministers resumed office immediately after being sworn in. They held preliminary meetings with top officials in the various ministries, as our correspondent Moya Thomas reports.
After 2 days of intensive tutoring on government's best practices and the objective of President Muhammadu Buhari's next level agenda, the ministers went straight to their various offices after being sworn in. To intimate top officials in their ministries of the focus of their administration. They are to build policies coming from their ministries around the 3 main objectives of the president: fortifying security, improving the economy, and fighting corruption.
My charge to all of us is to please redouble our effort so that we can justify the confidence Mr. President has reposed in us.
Essentially, the priorities of Mr. President are what we have to focus on.
Zainab Hamed returned as the Minister of newly merged Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning, expressing confidence that with professionals that she is to work with, she will succeed in her returning role.
Our nation is facing a fiscal crisis or a near fiscal crisis, so it is actually up to us to make sure that it's arrested, that we don't slip into a crisis. The whole of this responsibility lies on your shoulders.
For Babatunde Fashola, a ministry was dropped from his former portfolio, with Works and Housing Ministries remaining under his purview. He sees his return as an opportunity to consolidate on achievements he had left in place.
Over the next few days, all of us from the smaller units to the departments must be concentrating on how to quickly help the permanent secretary and us present a budget.
A new ministry was also created, the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management. President Muhammadu Buhari remains the substantive minister in charge of petroleum. Most of the returning ministers resumed in their former offices, save for some minor adjustments. Moya Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.
And barely 24 hours after the swearing-in of a new cabinet for Lagos State, residents are setting the agenda for what they expect of the new commissioner for transport. That's the report filed by Theophilus Elema.
Is to work with them to deliver on the policies of his next level agenda. And their first task is to get the 2020 budget ready on time to ensure a return to January to December budget cycle. It means the ministers must hit the ground running, familiarize themselves with the challenges in their ministries, and excel within a limited period of time. Tai Amudu, TVC News, Abuja.
Well away from politics, the Lagos State Police Command has arrested 4 policemen who allegedly shot dead 2 armed robbery suspects at Ojo. The police officers are currently facing an orderly room trial at the Provost Department at the command headquarters, Ikeja, for extrajudicial killing. A video of the policemen showing them shooting the unarmed suspect had gone viral on social media. The Lagos State Police spokesman, Bala Elkanah, who confirmed the command's action on the matter, said the 4 officers would be charged for extrajudicial killing. And security operatives are on the heels of the suspected armed robbers who attacked the convoy of the Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State on Tuesday. The attack led to the killing of 3 police officers, a driver and a commercial driver. The governor says he will not rest until the criminals are brought to book. And away from there, military and civilian members of Sudan's newly formed ruling body have been sworn in at the presidential palace in the country's capital, Khartoum. The Sovereign Council, comprising of 6 civilians and 5 soldiers, is to rule Sudan for more than 3 years until elections can be held. It replaces the Transitional Military Council that took power in April after its former ruler, Omar al-Bashir, was forced out of office. The council's inauguration comes after the Transitional Military Council and the Forces of Freedom and Change, an alliance of protest groups and opposition parties, signed a final power-sharing deal. That's all on the news. We'll take a break and be back with the program.
We're going to be taking the papers, all the headlines, most of them talking about the ministerial appointments, but we started with the Punch.
Okay, fine. So I have the Punch newspaper. Buhari not for ordering ministers to report to Kyari. President reduces new officers to Chief of Staff's clerical aides. 2020 budget. Your first assignment, presidency tells ministers. And up here we see Nigeria risks fiscal crisis without increased revenue. And that's coming from a minister. Nigerians to pay more for power from 2020. That definitely will top discussions. Atiku's petition against Buhari to get judgment date. Governors meet, tackle NFIU's guidelines on LG funds. More people killed under Buhari than civil war. That's a claim from Secondus. Military panel probes Wadume's confession, invites police. And down here, we see Ekiti to deduct 1.5 billion naira loans from guarantor salaries. 21 Ibadan Obas may drop crowns in out-of-court deal. That's an issue that has actually been pending for a while. Court orders AMCON's takeover of Donald Duke's property. Doctor dies rescuing electrocuted neighbors in Lagos. And reps begin probe of abandoned projects from 1999. Now, if you want a quick look at the ministers and their portfolios, you see that right here. Yeah, just this box. Ministers and portfolios as sworn in yesterday. So that's it on the front page of the Punch newspaper.
All right, let's check out the Vanguard this Thursday morning. 6 new ministries created as ministers get portfolios. Work to cut graft, fight insecurity, Buhari tells ministers, as Lai Mohammed Ngige, Malami, Onu, Adamu, Amechi retain positions. What Buhari new ministers must do, APC, Pandef, Ahanese and others say. And no cause for cheer, Afenifere Oshitogun. It's a poor parade, says the PDP. And then, of course, we have the ministerial lineup And a few of the ministers on the cover of the Vanguard this morning. There's a few of them, just about 15 of them on the cover. Arrest herdsmen grazing at Akure Airport. Mieti Allah tells Ondo police. And then under that, Nigerians stranded in Benin Republic as federal government shuts Seme border. And at the bottom here, WHO to declare Africa polio-free as Nigeria marks 3 years without cases. That's good news there. And up here, presidential tussle. No law requires me to tender my certificates. Buhari insists. Taraba police killings. Wadume video worries joint security panel. And finally, Bonny Light dips below oil benchmark at $59.7 a barrel. That's what we have on the cover of the Vanguard.
The Guardian newspaper now. This gladdens my heart, of course. Buhari's female ministers. There are 7 of them, from Dame Pauline Talon from Plateau to Gbemisola Saraki of Kwara, Ramatu Tijani Aliyu of Kogi, Sharon Ike Azor from Anambra, Sadiya Umar Farouk from Zamfara, Ambassador Miriam Katagun from Bauchi, and of course Zainab Shamsina Ahmed from Kaduna. Congratulations to them. Now, worries over oil sector as Buhari returns as minister. Fashola retains works, housing, loses power ministry to Maman. Aregbesola Akpabio Keyamo gets interior Niger Delta ministries. PDP faults alleged degrading of cabinet as aides to Abba Kyari. Immigrants, traders, others groan as Nigeria shuts borders over insecurity. Buhari returns Adesina Shehu Akonde as aides. Electronic transmission of election results illegal, INEC insists. 4 policemen to die for extrajudicial killing in Lagos. And you can have a quick glance of the 44-member cabinet of old, new faces of ministers, that is. There are 44 of them, ending with the president here. So you could take a quick look at them on the front page of the Guardian newspaper today.
Yeah, let's take a look at the Daily Sun. As ministers are assigned offices, Buhari, Adamu, Amechi, Ngige retain portfolios. Onu, Akpabio, Aregbesola, Fashola lead science, Niger Delta, interior, works and housing. And President creates 6 new ministries. And on this one, we have 10 of the main ministers there on the cover of the Daily Sun. And up here, Atiku versus Buhari, tribunal reserves ruling. I didn't need to tender certificates to contest, says President. You lied under oath. Atiku, PDP, fire back. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Sun this Thursday.
Okay, The Nation now, The Nation newspaper. Fashola gets works as Ngige. Amechi Lai retain portfolios. Aregbesola is Interior Minister. Sunday Dare in charge of sports. Reduced backlog of 20 million jobless youth, says Buhari. And then, of course, this shows which region got what. That's the table you see here. And then we see Army Captain on my payroll, Wadume reveals. That's a big one. Up here, Atiku didn't deny Cameroon, says Buhari. Ibadan 21 Abas likely to lose crown. Psychiatric strike enters 4th week. That's scary. Nigeria murdered in South Africa. Sponsors back Joshua on Saudi fight. And government okays 600 billion naira for power sector. Inside story, court orders AMCON to seize Duke's property or Oyo impounds 400 vehicles. All of these stories and more, of course, in the Nation newspaper today.
That looks like it's about all that we can take on this hour for the newspaper headlines. And then we'll be heading to a break now. After that, traffic.
Yes, so stay with us.
Good morning and thanks for staying with us. This is Wake Up Nigeria. And of course, it's that time of the show where we update you on the traffic situation around Lagos. Please be very careful when driving out this morning. Make sure that, you are wide awake, because I hear that there's a serious accident on the 3rd Mainland Bridge at this time of the day, which is causing a lot of traffic. And as we all know, Lagos roads are very busy in the morning, and that is why we try to make it, you know, possible for you, to guide you, you know, through the, you know, your day while driving on the road. You can also be a part of this segment. Just send a message on all of our platforms on social media using the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Let us know what the traffic situation where you are is like. All right, so this morning I'll be updating you on traffic situation around the K2 axis, because right now, like I said earlier on, the traffic situation due to an accident on the 3rd Mainland Bridge is pretty tight at the moment if you're making your way to the 3rd Mainland Bridge. So I'm going to help update you on what the Ikorodu Road is like this morning. All right, so if you're around the K2 area of Lagos State, at the bus stops, yes, there is traffic right now, but approaching Ojota, there is traffic. But after Ojota, approaching Maryland, there is no traffic. And then there's light traffic at the Maryland bus stop. But if you're going towards Idiroko, there's no traffic right now. But if you're approaching Anthony, there is light traffic right now at Anthony. Pockets of traffic here from Anthony to Palm Grove. And then it gets pretty heavy after Palm Grove. And then the Onikman is quite free. Approaching Fadeyi, oh, there's traffic at Fadeyi right now, if you're making your way to the island this morning. And of course, I forgot to mention that I've got my gang in the kitchen, so I don't know if you have any update for me yet. What's up, guys?
Yeah, so the big one has to do with Adekunle. Apparently, the reason 3rd Mainland Bridge is obstructed, there's an obstruction from Adekunle down to Yanowuru. It's due to a very bad accident.
Yeah.
A bus rammed into what I see is a truck. Yeah, a waste disposal truck.
Yes.
From what I can see here, and
yeah.
it looks really bad.
It was quite nasty. But when I was coming this morning, I mean, it was just past 5 a.m. And it was already blocked.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Heading to the island.
You're heading to the island. Heading to the island.
Yes, heading to the island.
So as early as like 5:20, it was already building up to the middle of the 3rd Mainland Bridge. So you can imagine what it was like at 5:30 and 6 o'clock.
Yeah. So they're not updated yet if there are any casualties, but of course we'll
and I think also it has to do with the size of the truck. I don't think there were any casualties because I saw people arguing and fighting and getting upset about it. So, but the problem now is the size of the trucks, moving them out of the way. If it was small cars, it would have been easier to move, but because they're trucks. So there's a waste disposal truck, a big one, and then a bus.
Where the bus ran into, yeah. So any other updates, guys?
Okay, so this says, okay, well, it's still the same. Someone said fatal accident, loss of lives likely involved, but I don't think so. So let's try not to create tension and worry, okay? Yeah, because fatal means there's death, and you have to be certain about that. Yeah. This says if you're heading towards Via Ikoyi, it's almost the same thing. Everybody's saying if you're going to the island through 3rd Mainland Bridge, just be careful. And that's what most of the updates actually have this morning.
Okay. Well, if you're making your way to the island this morning, the Ikorodu Road might be a better alternative this morning, because from Jibo to Stadium, it's quite free at the moment, but at Alaka, Ikbonri, there is traffic at the moment. But if you're to compare it to using the 3rd Mainland Bridge, the Ikorodu Road is a better alternative for you this one if you're making your way to the island. Let's see what it's like after Ikbonri. Yes, so the Eko Bridge is okay. So there is traffic on the Eko Bridge at the moment. Not so tight, it's a moving traffic, but there is traffic. And then approaching Akbogbon, it's quite free at the moment. I don't know if you guys still have any updates.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, no, but you can come and join us.
I think that's about it.
Today, I'm actually in a good mood. So later on, maybe we'll probably give out some movie tickets on social media.
Oh, that'll be
nice. He's talking as if he's the one who creates the movie.
So just get
tickets.
Just get ready. We're going to take in some of your social media reactions.
Yeah.
So it's Thursday. Let's do something throwback.
A little bit of throwback.
So I'll be joining you guys in the kitchen since you all just forgot me here.
No, we can't forget you.
Ooh, I love your shoes. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, thank you. We'll talk about my shoes later on.
Could you get shoes right now? Somebody needs to.
Okay, are you guys like?
Yeah.
No, you'll see. Maybe at the second band or something.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna show those shoes off. All right, come over. Okay, so Thursday.
So I was talking about a bunch of things that were trending. But I wanted to ask you guys' opinion about something to do with sports, actually, not necessarily football. So the Tigers, they just came back over the weekend and to Nigeria, and a lot of them were complaining because they were seeing what other countries are doing for their own.
We're runner-ups, by the way.
Runner-ups, and be getting thousands of dollars and houses.
Yeah.
And then they were openly complaining. So did you think that they should openly complain? And even they were actually saying what other governments had done. Like in an interview, like, the Senegalese gave them houses, give them $20,000.
I believe the first thing they should have done was to at least have a sit-out with the government. But then, of course, with all the ministerial appointments going on, nobody to actually perhaps direct their grievances. So at that point, it's understandable.
It was just a bit.
It's very funny. The Tigers, that's the meal. They had to borrow money to travel. So that lets you know. The last time the Falcons went out, they did not want to leave the hotel because they were not paid.
You're not paid, yeah.
Now these guys are defending champions. They defended their title. Do you understand? These are double champions running. If it was somewhere else, man, like, there's a lot we could do, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot we could do. These ladies came, they don't have the ultimate, they always complain preparation is not so good. And then they go there and they win this tournament, man. And then you come back and
it doesn't look like they're about to respond to them.
So when the Tigers have never traveled, say, yeah, let's talk about your own. But now we're on a long team, nothing's going to happen.
No, but we actually really need to do better. We really need to do better to encourage, this athletes, because it's not easy. It's not easy. There's a lot of work, there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of, strength.
I feel
that goes into it. So
I feel so.
Yesterday
we're talking about what they call it,
the giveaways.
No, not just the giveaways. Social media, and apart from that, the reality shows and the fact that a lot of young people don't really know what to do with themselves. So if you're going to get involved in sports, you need to be able to know that, okay, this can pay off for me.
This can pay off, right?
Not that, okay, I'm playing table tennis and...
And that's the issue that the country had with the All-Africa Games, with so many athletes saying, if you're not going to take care of our welfare, we're not going to come. So there's actually a fundamental problem that needs to be worked on. For years, there have been this fixed budgets, the fixed amounts that athletes get. So now there's a need to increase that budget because our athletes are not only doing well, things have changed. What you would buy with $2,800, which was what they received 2 years ago, is not the same. Even as at 2 years ago, you can't buy it as at 2 years ago.
$2,800.
Yes, $2,800. That was what they got 2 years ago, and they won. Now they've won again. Maybe
and then we expect to attract foreign-based athletes.
What the foreign-based athletes do is use Nigeria to push themselves to the world because they realize that it's easier for them to get on it since they are the ones funding themselves anyway. And then the moment they make international limelight, it's a case of, I'm done. Let me go search for greener pastures.
Yeah, but then
that's what's been happening.
This guy, I never expected it. That's a divide. Yeah. He has an opportunity to represent the US.
Wow.
Because you understand, like, he's been there now. All he needs is like maybe 2 more years now, or just a year, and he was like a diamond in the rough. We didn't really care so much about him. And then dude goes and gets a scholarship. And you know how it is there. When you get a sports scholarship, you go to school, but of course the main thing keeping you there is the sporting activity. And dude has been doing very well.
He's the second fastest.
You know what that means? Very good time.
For a country that we're always complaining about unemployment, and these are the things we should be encouraging.
Yes.
I'm serious. Like, you push guys out Like, you go and do sports, you go and do this, like, so that we have a lot more young people doing stuff.
And that was what one of the Tigress players said, that if these things are taken care of, there are so many people that want to come and play for Nigeria. It's another way to make money, and there are ways to make money. I have conversations with some government agencies, and I wonder the people who work for them. Some don't even realize that it doesn't have to be government money. You can get sponsorships, get brands to sponsor. Yeah. They feel it has to be government money. Like the Tigress, for example, all they needed was somebody to endorse it and take care of the expenses. Even this house and car thing could have been paid for by sponsors.
Yeah, and then, well, because of the economic situation at the moment, brands are not sponsoring as much as
they did. If the eyes of
2 years
the public
ago.
are not on a particular thing, right?
That's
the point. If there are no eyes on it, that's why when that issue of male and female equal parity in pay, it depends on the eyeballs. If there are eyeballs on basketball, people gravitate towards it. How many people are watching? So like a BB Niger now, the reason is because come on,
a lot of
you go on a
watching,
weekend and then you see 20 trends and you see 16. Of course,
BB
Niger. You have on average.
We can create it
ourselves. You have on average on BB Niger. You have on average on the weekend 20 million viewers.
Yeah,
so
you can create the trends. Remember that even in the US is an issue now, because some states have started saying, okay, men will get equal pay with women, and people are like, why, for what? But if you create the trend,
that has
it
always
will work.
been an issue.
It will work. Anyway, we have to go on this break. Stay with us to still Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah, on Wake Up Nigeria, we'll bring you the best kind of music. And I've got here with me the main man, formerly of YBNL, Picasso himself, and is joining us this morning now. He is a rap and hip-hop artist. And of course, we've been looking forward to having him. Now, of course, his real name is Omogbolahan Sodiq Olabode. He's known as Picasso. He started with freestyles on social media and got acknowledged by a famous Nigerian rapper, Olamide. That was, a while back. And then Olamide hooked you up. And of course, you've been doing stuff since then. Yeah. But you're no longer with YBNL, so tell us your new record label now. Use the microphone.
Okay, Senior Boys Record.
Senior Boys. Yeah. So you've joined the big boys now. That's really nice. Now you represent Ejigbo. That's your former hood now. That's your hood. Yeah. So the boys. Okay, so if your people are watching now, what do you want to say to your guys over in Ejigbo, who you grew up with? All right, so you're going to be doing something for us today called Pray For Me, right? Yeah. And this is a song, this is an inspirational song that you just felt you had to put out there. Just tell us about that song.
It's Pray For Me is just a song talking about my feelings, what the people pass through in life, actually, diversity, because not so many people know Picasso can sing or something. So I just had to put a song for them, actually, because...
And then like a fusion
of rap or something.
All right, so let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been waiting for him. He's here now, Picasso.
Jẹ́jẹ́ láyé yìí máa mi túbọ̀ leave me make I live my life like a newborn. Dancer kìrẹ́ bàbá o, no dey do yanga. Bọ́tí fi ní gàgbà o, ó lè mú màá tàbá lókè ló.
It's funny how time flies when you're having so much fun. I'm feeling like a rapper.
Well, we had a fun-filled first hour of the show. Don't mind Mary. If you want to be a rapper, just tell us.
I have like 2 songs that have those lines.
Just tell us, let's hook you up. Anyway, we have 2 more hours to go on the show. It's Wake Up Nigeria.
Yes, and it's definitely the #1 breakfast show. Yay!
Yes, indeed. And I guess you probably have grabbed your favorite beverage by now.
Yeah.
My name is Yomi Owope.
And I am Mary Bashwa Alimi. We're streaming live at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook and Instagram at TVC Connect.
Of course, you can send in your comments across our social media platforms. Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria.
Now, we have an app available for download. That's at both the Android and iOS stores. This app allows you to watch us from anywhere in the world. So you might want to quickly download it now.
Yeah, now you saw Mike Mesekena earlier.
Yeah.
Guess where he is?
Oh, yes, where you expect him to be.
He is in the kitchen with Chef Abike.
Hey, Chef Abike's in the house. And you know when I'm in the kitchen, forget him, man. I'm in the kitchen today. You know we're bringing everything. It's going to be hot. Hello, how you doing, Abike?
Are you sure you're the one in the kitchen?
Okay,
because
so
is there.
It's only food that can make Mike jump around.
Hey.
Who's jumping now? Who's jumping?
Mike, you've been acting cool and calm, like someone who enjoyed his leave. Now, because of food, you've started showing yourself again.
You know, it's good. It's good.
Myself and Abike were the combo today. We're making it happen today in the kitchen.
Yes.
We're bringing it down.
Thank you for joining us, Chef Abike. You look lovely.
Yeah, it's going to be nice for all you lovers of art out there. You're going to be joining us to showcase something really, really special today. A very, very talented artist. His name is Mudashiru Ayola. Look at all those works and the detail on that stuff.
Yeah.
And he's going to be talking to us this morning.
Yeah. And then, of course, technology keeps getting better. Do you think it's possible to run a generator on water as well as fuel? Depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
We'll find out more on our tech segment today.
Yeah. And of course, joining us for a live performance with his music band is Akande Samuel, also known as Sammy SoundCloud. He's a versatile Fuji, Akpala, Afro, pop, and classical music artist.
Vibrant music there. And then, of course, Ogonwe Tony Osage is a hyphenated novelist that uses romance as a lifeline for her books. And she'll be joining us to talk about her book, Ibukun Donald, Story of a Lagos Socialite. Lagos Socialite.
Yes, quickly before we go on, I'd like to give a shout out to my doctor, Dr. Akiolu. Yeah, so he's not a fan of the show. Yeah. But he specifically said, he said he was going to watch the show today because of me. Yeah, and so I.
And now you don't have to mention he's not a fan of the show. Why do you go by him like that now?
No, because I know that he's not now. I don't understand. Was I supposed to
give to shout out to people that are not fans of the show? Why now we now?
He's my doctor, so I need to shout out to him so that he can treat me.
That's the idea.
I treat you well.
Can treat me.
Let's just shout out to what's his name, Doctor?
Akiolu.
Dr. Akiolu.
Yes.
You have to
a big shout out.
Big shout out to you.
Thumbs up to you.
Big shout out, bigger shout out, bigger shout out. Take care of her very well, please.
And yeah, you're talking about my shoes earlier on.
Yeah, you want to show us?
A special shout out to Auntie Yenikuti. She's amazing. Every time she travels, she always
gets you fancy shoes.
This is
buys
really
nice
nice.
shoes. So yeah, I'm like, I must rock this shoe today. Yeah. So thank you so much, Auntie Yenny. I love you.
How do you
to the moon and back.
when you're pregnant?
That's discussion for another
time.
Mike, you're giving out tickets on social media today.
Yeah, just today's throwback, right? Let's do some throwback. So what should we throw back on? What comes to mind? Throwback. No, of the people, of our guests, of our viewers.
Throwback from our viewers.
Let's do some throwback.
Pictures.
School pictures.
Yes, let's do
So let's do
pictures.
secondary school, right?
No, let's do primary.
Primary.
You have to do a lot of digging out for that. Yes,
it's going to take a while to dig out, some of your primary school pictures.
Okay, for now, just get whatever oldest throwback picture of a school, university, secondary, primary.
Yeah, send it to us. Anyway.
Oh, you don't know it. You don't know it. All right, so we're right here in the kitchen. You know how it is. It's going to be a different fun day today. And with Chef Abike in the house. How you doing?
I'm fine.
All right, good. So what are we cooking today?
We're going to be having pasta and chicken stir fry.
I love pasta. All right, spaghetti, pasta. The different kinds of pasta, right? Pasta and chicken stir fry. Okay, let's go over the ingredients. What do we have here? What are we working with today?
Okay, for the chicken stir fry, we have chicken breasts.
Okay. So this, okay. Let's Abike. All right, go ahead.
We have onions.
Okay.
I have red bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, and then the green bell pepper, and then I have pepper.
Okay.
Like grated pepper here.
So what's it? You have yellow, green, and red. Oh, why the color? Do they have different levels of peppering?
Oh yes,
okay.
they do.
Well, basically they are for coloring or something?
Yeah, just, we eat with our eyes before we actually eat.
Your head is there. Your head is there. Eat with your eyes first. Okay, so what else we have here? What sauce is there? What sauce is this?
We have sesame oil.
Okay.
We have oyster sauce and then soy sauce.
Wow.
All for the chicken stir fry.
All right. What else do we have here?
We have garlic.
Oh, garlic. I know some people are allergic to garlic, right?
Yes, some people
So no vampires here. I'm going to be eating garlic today. Okay, so what's this? Salt? Table salt.
And then seasoning.
Seasoning.
And I have vegetable oil.
Oil. All right, good. So let's get straight to it. What do we start up with first?
Okay, so I'm going to be chopping the chicken breast.
Oh, that's nice. So why is it, when you're doing the chicken stir fry, does it have to be this part of the chicken?
Yes.
Why? Why so?
This is soft and it cooks faster. And you don't want to be taking your pasta and sauce, and then you are still breaking bones and all.
Oh, some of us like it. Okay, so let's go. So how small? Okay, I'm seeing the pieces now, which you're chopping it in.
Well, you can make it smaller,
okay.
but I'm not going to be doing that.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, so that's our chicken breast being cut into the pieces that we need. All right, that's cool. And then I'll do the cutting of this one. Let me get another knife. Let's see.
Are you sure you know how?
They've not played you my tape. He wanted to tell you, if I handle this thing, they won't need you. But let me just let you be. You're the star now. So let me just let you be, right?
All right.
Okay. So how much chicken breast is this?
Oh well.
How big? How much does it weigh? 1 kilo, half kilo?
No, this is not up to 1 kilo.
Okay.
It's probably some 0.5.
Okay.
Worth.
And how many people can this serve?
About 4.
4 people. It depends on the kind of people, though.
Well, but if you like a lot, if you like a lot of sauce,
okay,
then it might not even be sufficient for one person.
Oh.
Like.
So you all have heard today, it might not be sufficient for one person. So Yomi and Mary, you're going to have to back off today, because as it is today, this is just for one. Okay, so let's get started. So yeah, this is it. This is done. We've chopped off our chicken breasts. Okay.
So I'm going to be cutting the peppers.
Okay, so which of them? All right, let's go with this one. We're chopping the pepper. Meanwhile, our water for the pasta is getting boiled.
Yes.
Okay.
So in the water,
all right,
I added salt and vegetable oil.
Oh, we've already put it inside, eh?
Yes.
Why did you put oil?
So that the pasta doesn't stick together.
Whoa. I'm just letting that one now. Okay. So that's what happens. All right, I like this. So it's getting boiled. Do we allow it to boil more before putting pasta?
Yes, let it boil.
Get boiled, okay. So and let it still. Yeah, get more boiled there. And then, which of all the colored peppers, which one is the most spicy, or should I say peppery?
This,
the red one, right? Oh, no, this one looks like.
This is a little bit like that's a little sweet.
Okay, this one, eh?
Yeah, not. Okay. It's not really, but it doesn't. It's not peppery.
Okay. So this is just for making the food look well. I like what she said. You eat with your eyes first before you eat with your mouth, and that's. I mean, that's how it should be. That's how it should be. So I'm looking forward to how this would look. Eating with the eyes first. But man, you have to complete with the mouth, oh, because the eyes alone, that ain't doing nothing. Okay, so our pepper is being sliced up. That's cool. That's cool.
You can actually slice it like strands.
Okay. Are they going to be this big inside?
Don't worry.
Wow.
You'll like it.
Okay. I'm sure I would. I'm very, very sure. I'm very, very sure. Okay, so this is looking like an orange or a tangerine or something. Doesn't look like it's pepper.
Yes, it doesn't. And it doesn't really taste like pepper. It's not like a normal atarudu.
Oh, okay. But you don't have that for this one?
This.
Okay, that's it, yeah. So all of this is just for a fizzy. Okay, good.
Some people would not use pepper like the atarudu, but I just like pepper. I'm Yoruba.
All right. Okay. Good. So we're going to cut this one. The onions, is this the size we're going to use?
Yes.
This size?
Yes.
Would
you want
dissolve?
consistency. It will not dissolve. It will just go transparent.
Okay, so that means that we're going to put it near the end or something?
No.
We'll put it at the beginning and it won't dissolve?
One of the first things I'm going to add to it.
Oh, because most of the time, there are times when I do onions and I put it very early and then it dissolves and all of that.
Probably because it's too, maybe you grated it.
Yeah, I like it smaller
it.
pieces
Yes.
and all of that. I like it
For
smaller
this type
pieces.
of dish, you want it to be obvious.
To be visible. All right, that's cool. That's cool. All right, we're getting work here done. We're getting stuff here done. But then, leave us to our work. Let's head over to Mary, who's on standby for tech updates.
All right, it's that time of the show where we entertain you people. I hope you have your dancing shoes on, as you can see. All right now with me is Soundwell Live Band. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
All right, so you've been doing this for a really, really long time.
Yes.
Right, how has it been?
Live band is so, we do it, we entertain people, make people laugh, happy, dance, dance away the sorrow. So it's not easy, but we need to just do it.
You just need to do it. So what's your specialty? Is it Afro Juju, Afro Pop, gospel? What exactly? Or you just do everything?
Yes, but Fuji, Akbala, hip hop,
Akbala,
classic house, we do all together.
Okay, so I think I'm liking the Akbala groove. So what do you have for us today? Maybe we should groove a little before, I leave you.
Okay, let me just do it. FATCB,
Who says pregnant women cannot dance?
Ó kọ́mọ tí ó tọwọ́ bẹ̀rù iná ràn ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ díwúkẹ́ ẹ̀ka wọ́n kan sórí kẹ̀kẹ́ wọ́n kan sí bẹ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìdí kájọ máa jó lọ.
I'm going to leave you to do your thing right now.
It's a Fudgy time. Yeah, it's a groove time. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ jíjó mi o, bẹ̀rẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ fíjó sí. Sàmọ́ ló ń pèrè, àlóyìn lóhun ló ń fọ́n. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ jíjó mi o, mo sọ wípé ó ṣàbràbrà. Okay, hip hop, hey, anywhere I go, I dey bust the stereo. Sàmọ́, anywhere I dey go, I dey bust the stereo. Anywhere I dey go, I dey bust the stereo. Samo Bobo, oh yeah, do something, no. Hey, oh when I feel do something, no. Bobola, hey. Oh when I feel do something, no. Samo, oh when I feel do something, no. Samola, hey. Oh when I feel do something, no. Sorry, no fellow Mali. Oh, fellow Shamo. Oh, when I feel do something. Oh, hey, Araya Femo. Oh, Sela. African, Tibino, Rini, Kaka. Araya Femo. Oh, Sela. African, Tibino, Rini, Kaka. Sambo, Araya Femo. Oh, Sela. African, Tibino, like that, oh, Baba. Okay, all right, so back to work, baby. Baby, no more so. So back to work, baby. Baby, no more so. I love to party a little, Baba. Baby, no more so. Some more kiki, long to it. Baby, no more so. So back to work, baby. Baby, no more so. Hey! Uri fari karikama. What's that looking for me? Iri from Wada Kaninga. Mafausi Daiga. Samola. This is really good. Life from that Toxica sugar. I get Timo Rami Owajaya. What is Sherry Bobby Bellura Bada? Waiting for rock bell like bass. This nítorí pé bàbá ti ṣèlérí gbogbo wa bèbè mo ti lọ mọ yín lọ́wọ́ o enemies ẹ má lọ bẹ́ simply because mo ti fi hàn mímọ sọ̀rọ̀ yẹ́yẹ́yẹ́ mo ti já olé ayé sàwọ́là mo ti mọ̀yàn yẹ́yẹ́yẹ́ mo ti já olé ayé nítorí Mr. Jẹ́gẹ́dẹ́ Chrissy Martin kò mí jẹ àwọn olùfẹ́lẹ́ kò jẹ́ àríkọ́ni tó fẹ́ gé mi jẹ kájà lọ kásá lọ kúrò lọ́dọ̀ mi ṣùgbọ́n àgbègbè sísọ ń tẹ̀lé ẹni ò gbèdé àgbègbè ẹni ò já èmi mọ́ni mo ti mọ̀ Sàámú èmi mọ́ni mo ti mọ̀ Sàámú òkè kágò ṣé wọ́n lò gbódò mi ṣé wọ́n lò gbódò mi ṣé wọ́n lò gbódò mi bọ̀bọ̀ ṣé wọ́n lò gbódò mi mo ti mọ̀ Sàámú bí sáńgbẹ̀lélé ṣé wọ́n lò gbódò mi mo ti mọ̀ wọ́n ní wake up Nigeria bọ̀bọ̀ ṣé wọ́n lò gbódò mi àwọn tèmi ní ti fi sí ìròyìn ṣé wọ́n lò gbódò mi ok gbogbo wa lẹ́lẹ́ṣẹ̀. I surrender unto Jesus, blessed Savior. I surrender. Oh yeah, goes okay, money. I surrender to your leg, I surrender to your leg, I surrender to your leg, I surrender to your leg. Okay. Oh yeah, money, sexy ladies. Sexy lady. Zamu, I don't need no money, sexy lady. Sexy lady. Sexy lady. Sexy lady. Oh my little budget. Sexy lady. Sexy lady. Oh yeah, sexy lady. Sexy lady. Sexy lady. Sexy lady. Oh my little budget. Sexy lady. Olúwa ti ṣòun ńlá. Tẹ́ni kankan kò máa máa lè ṣe. Ènìyàn sọ pé ó ti tán. Ṣùgbọ́n bàbá ti ṣe o. Nítorí náà mo ṣe yọ̀. Ó ṣe bàbá. Nítorí náà mo ṣe yọ̀. Ó ṣe bàbá. Ó ṣe Jésù ìwà ló ní ògo. Ó ṣe Jésù ìwà ló ní ògo. Ó ṣe Jésù ìwà ló ní ògo tí ayé. Ó ṣe Jésù ìwà ló ní ògo. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Okay, you just came in at the right time. We've already started frying our oil. And what about getting the chicken breast into it, right? Yes. Okay, so let's go. Yeah, this is looking good. I love this part of the meal. By the way, we didn't parboil the chicken breast, right?
No.
We don't need to.
Remember
okay.
I said it's soft.
Oh, okay.
So it cooks fast.
I always used to have this feeling I need to parboil chicken before you
know, there are different types of chicken.
What type is this one? I know there's a robot.
No, this is chicken breast. Just chicken fillet.
So it's the same, whatever kind of chicken it is. Local chicken,
no.
Foreign chicken, breast is breast.
Chicken breast.
Okay, good. All right, so how long will we let this fry for or cook for?
It depends on the pressure of the fire.
Okay, all right, but then are we, okay, well, we're going to make...
We're going to leave this for about 10 minutes.
For about 10 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so while that is going on, is there any other thing we might need to prepare, or all of this are going into the chicken?
All of
this will go into the chicken,
all
right?
of this is going inside here.
All right, that's quite cool. Now, I mentioned something you did before we came in, sesame oil.
Yes.
You put in the sesame oil inside. The sesame oil, is it for aroma, or is it for... Does it help the frying? What's the main use of the sesame oil?
All of this helps the taste and the aroma.
Yes. Sesame oil has a very...
Nice. You've not tasted the oyster sauce?
Did you put in the oyster sauce?
No, not yet.
Not yet, eh? Okay, so that will be much later. Then how about the soy sauce?
Much later.
The sesame oil is from a different kind of granite seed, so it has quite an unusual aroma, one I'm not really very used to, and at times, but hey. All right, so we had just sesame oil at the beginning,
yes,
and this is getting set. And then when will our peppers, different peppers,
They're part of the last things that will go in.
That will go in.
So that's to retain the color.
That's just cool. And by the way, our pasta is done, right? You were mentioning something about pasta, and we spoke about rice. You always have to drain pasta. I normally don't drain pasta, right? I normally let it cook. But why is it good to drain pasta?
Because of the starch.
Okay.
The pasta. And then you don't want it sticking together.
Okay. But then you said something about draining rice. So is it okay? You said at times when you drain rice, you drain off the sweetness.
Yes.
Won't that happen to pasta also?
It's a tricky question. Well, I don't think so. I don't think so.
But does it have any natural sweetness? It doesn't really. I think pasta is just flat.
Just add salt.
It's flat, yeah. So I think it's just flat. So you can drain pasta or whatever, or whichever one.
I prefer to drain though.
You prefer to drain, right? At least you can still maintain the length and everything.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, our pasta is done. Our chicken breast. Remember, the whole meal was chicken breast and stir fry pasta. Stir-fry chicken.
Chicken stir-fry and pasta.
All right. The ingredients that we got to use, we'll show you those ingredients on your screen now very soon so that you can take a look at what we had to work with. We'll show you those ingredients now coming on your screen. But yeah, we had different peppers, bell pepper, okay, like you can see now. We had salt, pasta, of course. There's garlic. I know a number of people are allergic to garlic, but hey, there's garlic, vegetable oil. There's blended pepper. And of course, we have shredded chicken. There's ball pepper, of course. Then we have onions. That's the basic one. Soy sauce, seasoning, sesame oil, oyster sauce, red bell pepper, green bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, and purple. Okay, that onions. Onions is purple. Okay, so there was this joke I got when we were talking about wedding colors, and I don't know if you've seen it somewhere.
Yes.
And the girl goes, onion purple. I was like, oh, that's quite creative.
Cockroach brown.
I heard that one. That's gonna. And then she goes, Nepa black. that's deep black. Deep black. Strong one. Okay. All right. So we're working on this, and we're gonna get this ready, Chef Abike is here, and we're doing something ready for your eyes and for your mouth. That's for those of you. No, the mouth just for me. Eyes is for you. Okay? All right. That's all for the second hour of the show. Don't go nowhere. We're going to come back with the next 45 minutes of the show. There's still a whole lot more. You don't want to miss what we have.
Now, it's been an amazing 2 hours already. Wow, 2 hours went by so quickly. Anyway, the show is still Wake Up Nigeria. It's been a special Thursday morning, and there's still more to come.
Yes, you know, every single edition of the show is significant to us as we aim to make your day a pleasant one.
Now, welcome to the final leg.
Why is so much aggression on the final?
Yeah, anyways, it's the final leg of Wake Up Nigeria for this Thursday morning. My name is Yomi Owope.
And I am Mary Bashwa Alimi. You can watch us live at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook and Instagram at TVC Connect.
Now, send in your comments using the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC.
Now, the TVC app is available for download as well. That's on both Android and iOS stores. Now, this allows you to watch us from anywhere in the world.
All right, so check out what we've got for you for the rest of the morning. For their second performance on the show with his music band is Akande Samuel, known as Sammy SoundCloud.
Sammy SoundCloud. It's easy to get lost in that music. And then, of course, we have Ogonwe Tony Osage, who is a hyphenated novelist that uses romance as a lifeline for her books. And she'll be joining us to talk about her book, Ibukun Donald, Story of a Lagos Socialite.
Lagos big girl.
Yes, that's the right word for it. So, guys, today, a lot of interesting things. Today is Burger Day. Yeah, so if you're a fan of burgers.
I love burger.
You do, right?
I do.
So that's an excuse.
What kind of burger? Because there are different kinds of burger.
It is burger. You decide whether it's ham you want or chicken or
wow, you are going too far. You know, it's just a carry and bread.
No, we are not Skumbia people,
no, but
Mike.
See,
we are not Skumbia people.
It's all semantics.
We are
burger
sophisticated, so we eat burger.
What's burger for you? What's burger for you?
Burger is the burger that they sell in the burger shops.
Burger shop.
See, answer.
But have you ever eaten a horrible burger? Like that kind of burger that even as you're eating it, you already know you're going to spend 3 days at home.
So, you know, I don't do so well with
Why are you eating it then?
Yeah.
If
You know, there are some things that you are still telling yourself that it's probably your imagination, and the other persons next to you are relishing it. It reminds me of one incident last week. So there was this rice everybody was eating. Everybody was eating it, and you needed to see the excitement. And then, you know, you went to collect yours, and when you sat down to eat your rice, you're like, hunger is a terrible thing. That's when you realize that the others were eating it out of hunger.
You know, I can remember when the second time ever I went to a Chinese restaurant, right? Man, so it was like a 5-course meal. So it was like a meeting and we were bringing out the courses and all of that. Man, I saw some things that, they look nice when you're watching them on TV. Oh, Chinese, man, let's try Chinese. When you go there, that's people like me, the things I saw. So there's this guy, Ruben, oh God. I love that guy, he's my guy. That guy. So I have 2 friends. There's a second one who tells you that all food tastes the same to him. So he can eat anything. Like he can eat anything. So he doesn't have a favorite food. Food is food. He will eat anything. This guy is just like that. This guy ate every single course. Like, you know, I don't know.
In Chinese.
That person Chinese, I don't know. They're trying, those Chinese are trying to show themselves. You know, you want to show yourself that we have different things for you. So there are different
things. Squid.
Like, Baba was just eating everything. And like, I was like, so I just sat down there watching people.
That's the idea with 3-course meal now, Mike.
This one was 3. It was like 5.
5-course meal.
It was even, so it was a big...
So that's the thing. That's the thing with Nigerians that I have noticed. So you're on a date to a fancy restaurant.
Yeah.
You must not eat everything. So the idea basically is to eat little of everything.
Now it's what they serve you now.
So then you see people... They'll pack.
You remember our adventure
on their plate.
At Spa?
You know.
At the Palms.
Yeah.
That adventure we had with all those food and all that. I was tired.
And then at the end of the day,
everything's a bad thing.
And then at the end of the day, they end up wasting it.
So usually,
that's not nice.
My advice always is when you get to like, any fancy restaurant and you're seeing stuff that you don't understand,
ask.
When all else fails, ask for rice.
Everybody has
rice.
With rice.
It's simple.
You never get wrong with rice.
Just ask for rice.
It's not truth.
Just ask for rice.
You don't believe what I saw that day? I saw 7 different flavors of chicken. And this is not 7 different. Like I was. What's this? Like
there are places I will not take Mike to.
Why?
No, I know there are places I will not take Mike to. So that's why I just introduced him to my pounded yam specialist.
That pounded yam is costly. They just told you about the pounded yam. You're preparing for the pounded yam also.
Yomi has eaten the pounded yam.
Yes,
For the first time on Monday.
Yes.
You enjoyed it?
I mean,
it was good.
I resumed the next day. Yomi was like, man, I now know why you guys go all, this pounded yam.
It wasn't bad. The F4 had a little bit too much pepper, but everything else was good.
Let me just quickly push this in. Today is also Take Your Car to the Vet Day as well as Be an Angel Day. So let's try to be nice to someone today. Be an angel in someone's life.
We have
All right, so you're back in the kitchen. I'm your chef for today. I've got 2 beautiful sous chefs with me. Abike is on my right, MM is on my left.
Abike is the sous chef.
Who looks like the chef here? Amongst 3 of us now, the way we are now.
So who's cooking?
Okay, I like her top. So her top is very professional as a chef. Yeah. Okay,
That's
but we are
actually
cooking.
a chef shirt.
Yeah, it is. It is. I have one. If I wear that one, all the food will cook before I reach it.
Anyway,
all right, so,
what are we making?
Okay, so yeah, we're doing
Chicken
chicken stir fry, and of course our pasta spaghetti. And we'll find the chicken now, right? Okay, so let's go. Let's see how this can go.
Mike, are you sure you understand this process? I don't want you calling me up over the weekend.
All right, just before I go, let me talk to you about the ingredients. We had salt, pasta, garlic, vegetable oil, blended pepper. We also had shredded chicken, and of course, yellow bell pepper. There's onion, soy sauce, seasoning, sesame oil, oyster sauce, red bell pepper, and green bell pepper. That's only plenty. So we have like 4 flavors of pepper here. 4.
Do you know the role of soy sauce in this?
Soy sauce?
Yeah.
As the name says, soy. You know, as the name is soy.
It's not soil, it's soy.
I say soy now.
Soy.
Soy, yeah, soy sauce. As you can see there, dark soy sauce. Add at the end of your cooking to enhance sweetness and richness.
Fantastic.
So this enhances the flavor that is inherent in the chicken.
Adding putting in some peppers.
Okay, if you don't mind me, let's mind Abike now. Okay, so that's it. We're putting the bell peppers, right? 3 of them going. Whoa. That's it's now looking good now. Multicolor.
Looks like a burst of colors.
As in, it's looking like painting or something. Like it's looking like too good to be food.
You can't wait to like.
I don't cook food with plenty colors like this, so.
Like you said earlier on, Mike, we cook for the eyes.
Yeah, yes,
and that looks good.
It looks good. It looks
really
good. It looks good. You know, she mentioned this before. She said she started with the sesame oil, and so the oyster and the soy for the end. So more or less like enhancing and all of that.
So in this case, we're not making use of seasonings.
No.
Seasoning cubes.
They say seasoning is cheating. You've heard that before?
Yeah.
Have you heard that, Abike? That when you use seasoning cubes, you are cheating.
Cheating who?
Like, okay, so some people would rather go for natural ingredients, like the ground, whatever.
Garlic.
So yeah, so they say when you use a seasoning cube, like you're making it, it's like, I don't know, like everything you just said out before you, like, you know, a real chef will go for natural ingredients. I'm like, oh God, it's how the food tastes.
Yeah, because, you know, some of this, they're natural, for example, ginger and garlic, they're natural flavors, you know, natural spices that they give to the food that you're making, so.
And then the whole garlic with the, you know, with the whole breath and all of that, does this affect, this kind of garlic, is it when you chew it as the bulb?
Yeah, it's only when you chew.
As the bulb, right? But when it's like this, it doesn't really affect, it doesn't affect the breath,
No, at all.
Okay. I had this friend one time who loved garlic so much, man. So we had to always remind him, oh God, don't be doing this.
Is our sauce ready?
Don't be doing it. Yes, it is.
Oh, that's
it is.
it? Oh,
this is it. Okay, you guys want to take a look at this? Whoa. So this is our final sauce. Don't worry, looking at it. Okay. This is our final sauce. Are you sure the pepper is enough?
You want to add more pepper? You want me to add more pepper?
Okay.
Are you sure?
No, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, so we're done. Is there any other thing we're adding? The soy sauce has already gone in?
No, everything is
done. Okay, so let's plate it. Let's see how it looks. You know,
we need to also remind people what we are making if they're just tuning in.
Okay, yes. Okay.
We made pasta and chicken stir fry.
Very easy, simple
Very
recipe.
easy.
It's not that easy. The what went into this thing I just think is this thing. It was different level. You can't put everything at the same time. So I'm used to that. Sometimes I want to cook something and put everything at the same time and just tell it. But this one, you have to. There are different stages.
Yeah, you have to be very
There are different stages. Okay, so let's start preparing it for the eyes. So let's. We're plating it here, right? Let's start getting ready. This plate is lovely, man.
Okay, so let's close this up.
Yeah, we gotta close this up.
Oh, that looks good. It looks really good. You know, yesterday we made vegetable stir fry.
Oh.
Yeah, vegetable pasta stir fry.
There are different, different ways to do different stuff,
So with that one, she added vegetables. But this one, yeah, vegetables as well. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
You don't know it.
Nice.
They didn't expect it.
You don't know it. Some cooks will take your money and vanishing. Wow, this plate is cutie. It's so cute. Let me not break protocol. There's a time for this one. But yeah, this is how our final stuff will look like. We'll definitely get together second plate ready. But yeah, this just looks lovely. It's simple, but at the same time, it's also complex. Because this thing now, you can taste it now. From what I've seen now, you just know it's good. There's some things like she said, for the eyes lovely. For the mouth, I already tasted the pasta, the pepper already earlier on. And the pepper is quite good. So that's it. Chicken breast and chicken stir fry and pasta. That's it.
Yeah,
that's
simple. Yeah, it looks really good. So there's another way you could actually, make this, Abike, right? I mean, like if you're, because at the end of the day, basically, when it goes into your, it all goes into your mouth. But you could also parboil your pasta and then, mix it with your stir fry.
Yes, that's
making it a one-pot dish at the end of the day.
Chicken stir fry pasta.
Yeah.
So just mix everything together.
Okay, so don't go nowhere. We're still here. It's not for me. Who said this? This is not for me. Who is holding this thing? It's not me. How can I be holding this thing? All right, let's head over to the garden. We still have some performance for you this Thursday morning. Enjoy this.
Jehovah, God I know. There is no one Jehovah, Lord, I know.
There is no one greater than Jehovah, Lord.
Excellent, excellent Jehovah, marvelous Jehovah. There is no one greater than Jehovah, Lord. Excellent, oh.
Excellent Jehovah, marvelous Jehovah. There is no one greater than Jehovah, Lord.
Okay, you are God. You are not just people. You are not just large. Oh, you are a great God. You are God. Oh. You are big. Ah, you are large. You are okay, since I was born, and now that I'm fully good,
I have never seen the Lord.
Oh yeah, since I was born, Samuel, and now that I'm fully good,
I have never seen the Lord.
Welcome back. Now, you know Thursdays are for books. I have got a book here with me, and Ogomwen Tony Osage, OG for short, is a hyphenated novelist. She's going to tell us what that means very shortly. And she uses romance as a lifeline for her books. And she'll be joining us to talk about this book in my hand, Ibukun Donald. And it's a book about romance and various things, Lagos Big Girls, and things like that. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so before we talk about the book, you know, we're just talking about publishing.
Yes.
And the fact that there's only a small community of readers of novels and, you know, books in Nigeria. Yeah. Why do you think that's the case?
Honestly, I don't know. But then I feel like readers in Nigeria are very, very reclusive. So if you know your market, it is easier. Like I told you before the book started. So like I told you, like when I was about to publish the book, I didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, you just invited a bunch of your friends.
Yeah, I just let them know, like, say, listen, most people knew I had the flair to write, but they didn't know that it was serious. So, you know, when I did the book launch and everybody saw that, you know, like she's serious about it, so, you know. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I went through the book. It's an easy read. It's quite interesting. It flows very well. It's something that you read on a plane or on a long trip and things like that, or on a holiday.
Yeah.
Now, Ibukun Donald, a typical Lagos big girl, lives on the island, has a great career and all of that. Is that you?
No.
Okay. Because it's one of the things that I know that a lot of writers channel a part of themselves in their books.
Yeah, one thing I want people to take away from the book is that it was her subconscious. So the protagonist, Ibukun Donald, was writing from a subconscious point of view. So I was writing as her from, like, I was her subconscious.
Right,
so,
right. So it's understandable. A lot of the things that you said there were, I mean, of course, obviously you're writing from the first person point of view, and one can see, anyone who lives in Lagos can actually see the movement. Okay, someone is stuck in traffic, someone's meeting someone over at Claire Essence where they're having drinks. And so things are happening that if you live in Lagos and you've been to these locations, you're actually having that same experience. Is that a typical life of a Lagos big girl?
100% yes.
Wow.
So when I put out this book, I wanted people to pay attention to the culture in Lagos. So right now there's a movement for like brown skin girl, Wakanda, but then Lagosians are way more than that. You know, like we like to have a good time. We have regular 9 to 5. We have side hustles. We like to pamper ourselves. We like to groom ourselves. Even if we don't make as much, we just like to feel all right. Because the economy is not helping.
I like that feel all right comment.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that you also mentioned, this Aristo syndrome, the small girl Lagos, the small girl big God. You mentioned that in the book, and that also gives you an indication of the recency of your writing. But it's a concept that people believe, and a number of people don't believe that as well, but that there are some people in Lagos that survive essentially on big men. Or at least maintain their lifestyle. So they might have a job, but there's a certain kind of lifestyle that they maintain, which is funded by certain kinds of people.
I feel like I'm going to give you a very, very diplomatic response for this question.
Okay.
It's because I feel like to each his own. But the problem with girls that maintain that kind of lifestyle is that they portray that they are making the money from their 9 to 5, which is impossible. Listen, I cannot afford to buy 5 pairs of Louboutins or Giuseppe Zanottis from my 9 to 5. Like, listen, even if you could, like, you rather like invest the money or go on holidays.
Yeah.
You know, so. Yeah, so I feel like they portray, the perception they give young people like us is like, you know, so I'm buying these Giuseppe Zanotti from my salary, you know.
Okay, so let's talk about the romance. Ibuku meets Jide, this guy, and it's very nice. You called him Mr. Tom Ford, you know. So, and so at that beginning, it's also, again, you were talking about the Lagos culture, the fact that you meet someone and they have a history. And they're usually within a certain kind of circle that you after a while, you then discover that, oh, they know someone who you know, and then there's this network of people, and it can get very crazy, especially if they're trying to hide something from you.
When I was writing the book, I think I wrote this book, honestly, I wrote the book 6 years ago.
Wow, okay.
When I was like 18, I was in college. But I did a redraft of the book last year. So when I was writing the book, I think it was, when I was doing the redraft, it was like election time. So I was seeing like politicians with their slogans, and I was just thinking, the most apt slogan is like, Lagos is too small.
Yeah, exactly.
Pay your tax because Lagos is too small. So like with the story with Jide and Ibuku, is like, he found out that she knew her ex-husband. Yeah, you know, so it's just like, it's a very, very small community. If you're popping in Lagos, you probably know somebody else that is popping. So it's like a community. You know.
So that happens a lot, you know, and again, that is also a function of how people also get married or, you know, get into any kind of relationship or anything like that, because there's always someone within a network who can then tell you about this guy that you just met. And then there's something you said in one of the chapters, I think maybe chapter 3 or chapter 4, where you said, where Ibuku said that she's always wanted to date people that are older than her, like 10 years, 15 years, because older guys take care of you. Is that a concept you personally believe?
Yes, when I was like way younger. But now I'm like, you know, it's real out here.
Yeah. I understand that.
Yeah, like all my sisters are getting married, so my parents are looking at me like, what's up? So it's like,
you know, because people, I've seen that a lot of ladies want to marry someone that they respect, so someone who's like 15 years older. But isn't that a bit too wide?
Again, it was my 18-year-old mind that was writing this book. So like now I've seen a little more, and then I have sisters that are married, pregnant, expecting kids. So I see that it has nothing to do with age. And I don't mean to sound like Aaliyah and say like age is just a number, no. But it honestly has nothing to do with age. It's like Lagos is like the minefield for experiences. So you don't have to go through something to learn from it. So when I was writing this book, I don't have a closet full of designer shoes. I honestly don't.
You said you had shoes that you could, like 300 shoes in the closet.
Yeah, so it's like, you just know stuff. You read and you educate yourself, you feed yourself, you nurture yourself. So when I was reading this book, I literally had to like Google names of expensive perfumes and whatnot. So it's just, you know, you educate yourself.
One of the things I noticed about the book, you know, I'd said it before, that it's an easy read. Were you trying to appeal to a younger generation of people? So people in their 20s, professionals and people like that.
So during the book launch, people were asking me a lot of questions about the book, and I should explain my type of writing. So I just want to say here and there. So it is I'm a YA novelist. YA is young adult novelist. So I write for young adults and teenagers.
Right.
So I would not advise like my mentor to pick up the book and read.
Yeah,
so even like my friends and my managers bought the book, and I'm like, please give it to your daughters. So I don't read it because it's narrative fiction. So we go on and on about like not wanting to have sex before married or succumbing to sex before marriage. So it's just like, it's YA is like young adults and it's like teenagers. So in the dedication, I wrote like, I dedicate it to any 18-year-old that's trying to find that true love.
Exactly.
You know, so a way that gives you balance.
Yeah, so what does it mean to be hyphenated? Because I'm not sure, I was wondering, okay, is this a new age term that you young people use nowadays and stuff like that?
No, it's actually Merriam-Webster Old English.
Right, okay. To be hyphenated.
Yeah, to be hyphenated is somebody that has like different personalities. So like I have regular 9 to 5. I write. And I want to go into, when I get older, I want to go into like art, like own like an art gallery, and, you know, educate people about art. Just do like chilled stuff. I don't want to struggle, because Lagos is very tedious.
Yeah.
So I just want to do stuff I enjoy, you know.
Yeah.
And like you said, it doesn't pay the bills, but you know.
Exactly.
It's
Anyway,
what you enjoy.
Yeah, so talking about enjoyment, we're heading over to the kitchen now.
Okay.
Because we have a reward for you, at least for writing the book and publishing it
I like
all by
food.
yourself. Please, can you join me?
Yes, please.
This one is also. You can hyphenate into food, right?
Please have a seat over here.
Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome. You're welcome. I've got my. This is what I prepared for you, by the way. I've got two sous chefs to help me. Sous chef Abike and sous chef. This is third sous. So Abike, can you tell us how you help me get?
So please have a taste while you go on.
Yeah, so we can talk with this one, right?
Okay.
And then try that one.
Okay,
This is very colorful, right? Abike?
Thank you. So what we wanted to make today was pasta and chicken stir fry.
What you wanted to, you didn't get to make it.
Sorry, what we made is pasta and chicken stir fry. Okay, so for the chicken stir fry, we had chicken breasts, we had the different colors of bell pepper, and then we had onions, we had chili pepper, and soy sauce, oyster sauce, and sesame oil.
sesame.
And then we had vegetable oil as well.
I like your chef uniform.
Thank you.
When next you're coming, tell me so that I wear my own too.
No problem.
So what do you think? You like the food?
Yes, I like it. It's very spicy and it's nice.
Have you tried it?
Yeah, I tried the chicken breast.
Okay.
I have a food blog too, so I like food.
Yeah. You do everything.
No, I don't.
So
really nice.
Mike achieved this for you. That's
Yeah,
what you
great,
like. You wanted
wonderful.
to. This wasn't what you wanted to do, Abi.
Oh, this is
Don't mind it.
well.
Don't let it anymore, Abike. Don't worry.
Mike.
We got it. We got
We've
this.
done it. Excellent work. Well done, guys. Now, a big
you.
thank you to our friends at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories, as
Thank you
usual.
so much. And as usual, we'll be back tomorrow. I'm not going to pull a titty, no. So if anybody else wants to do it, that's fine. But tomorrow is game day and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're heading to the garden now.
Yes,
where-
sir.
Yeah, we're running off the show right now. See you tomorrow, guys.
àṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí lẹ ti rí a ṣe máa gòkè sí i torí bí gàlàgédé mi láìwọ̀ pé tí tọ́tọ́ yẹn ò bá lókun kò séèyàn tó máa lóhùn mọ Sàámú tabarẹ́ ni tó sọ pé òun mọ Sàámú ẹ fonítọ̀hún sílẹ̀ bí oníyẹn ò jáde rí o àìfàìmọ̀ kó jẹ́ dúwọlẹ̀ ló ń gbé tó wọ́n wáyé lórí mi wá ti rògo Sàámú. gbé sókè ó yá mo sọ pé ṣeré ṣeré Sàámú ṣeré 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 èmi ló yọ bí mo ṣe yin Jésù mi. ṣeré Sàámú ṣeré 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 mi ló yọ bí mo ṣe ń kọ fújì mi. Mo lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọlé kí sẹ́ máa kọ́ fújì mi. Mo lè fò sókè kí sẹ́ máa kọ́ tún gbà mí o. Ṣèbí mi lóye bí mo ṣe ń jọ, bí mo ṣe ń bàbá lóko. Máa lọ, máa lọ, máa lọ, máa lọ díẹ̀, díẹ̀ díẹ̀ o. Ọmọlẹ́yìn Jésù Sàámú, bóyá bóyá ṣe báyìí. Fò sókè. Kìíní máa fi sọ́ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ fún ọba ògo.